From Dyken Park in Houston, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, showing the slab in today's game. Hunter Brown. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Eflin with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Popped up. Henderson pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. One of the more high-powered lineups in the game right now. It's built to do damage, and they got some hitters that can punish the baseball, Chris.
So fun to watch these players take their at-bats. I mean, they're so disciplined, don't give not just at-bats away, but really pitches away. Very aggressive, competitive in the zone, and when they connect, there's usually some loud noise to it, so we'll keep our ears open today.
Sal Frelick, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. Next pitch misses, and 1-1.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
And it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
In the zone or out of the zone, it really doesn't matter. He gets to pitches most batters can't, and that makes things really hard on the guys out there on the ball.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Enters the day third in the American League batting race. This one in the air. Mateo. 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Altuve batting in the cleanup spot. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John?
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 27th home run of the season, and this game is tied. It's 2-2.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. Ripped to right. Oh, he gloves it. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. On to the second inning now from Dyken Park. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Dyken Park, top of the second, and stepping in is the speedy. Back here in Houston, and now the first baseman, John Singleton. Eflin back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Up against the wall and brings it in.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Line drive to first, but it pulls him off the bag. That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine.
Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
At the plate, Chas McCormick.
He's done a great job making contact recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
0-1's the count.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second of the year, it's 4-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Jeremy Pena, the next to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And next to hit for Houston, Sal Frelick. There's a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
High fly ball out into left center field. O'Neill puts it away, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Astros 4 and the Orioles 2. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Back here in Houston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch misses.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Eflin winds and deals. Liner and, oh, that got him. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. Just missed. Alvarez, the runner at second with one away. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. The pitch. There's the swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. That one misses. It's 2-2. Up the middle. On to O'Hearn. Gets the catcher by a step.
Now batting, the first baseman.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
And next to hit for Houston, John Singleton. Flied to right his first time. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Two outs. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So two down. Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 0-1 now. That clips the corner.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And ball one. Slice to right and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to inning number 4. It's the Astros 5 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's going to be Chas McCormick. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Oswald Peraza up next for the Astros. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Peraza goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. Next offering is in for a strike.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Jeremy.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Jeremy Pena, 1 for 2. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Just missed. There's a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
The right fielder, number 10.
Sal Frelick now at the plate. He is singled and he is flied to left. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So the Astros lead 1, and it remains 5-2.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Well, these Astros doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play.
He was all over that one. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Ball one, no strike.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Gunnar Diaz. 0 for 2 in this one.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Swings through that one.
0-1's the count. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Man at first, 1 away. And there's a ball. And that one fouled off. Now all even up. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And now, John Singleton. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Houston. This ball game's still tied 5-all. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Leading off for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Bottom of the 6th inning. And now, Mauricio Dubon. Eflin back to work. That one's in there. 0-1. Late swing, fouled off. Down the line, and it's foul. And that one's a little bit low. And to count 1-2. Outside. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chas.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Chas McCormick. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. The Orioles up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. This one in the air right field. Laureano trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Oswald.
And stepping in for the Astros, Oswald Peraza. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Out to short. Henderson on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Scott.
65th appearance on the mound for him this year. That's a bunch. So there's no doubt he's a guy they trust and really like turning to out of the pen.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena.
It's good speed at the top of the order here.
Josiah Gray takes over on the mound.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tap foul at the plate. Looking to get the tying run on base. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. He goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Sal Frelick up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. And a bunt towards third. Westberg in plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Alvarez in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Astros are down quietly. This one remains close, 6-5. And we're back. Here's Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, number 35, Adley.
Back here at Dyken Park, and here is Jose Altuve. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to short, Henderson. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
No outs, runner at first. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Out in front and foul to the left side. And that's ripped for a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Back-to-back base hits. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that is downstairs. 1-0. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Yep, that ball went out.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Mauricio Dubon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right through there, got him. And that is a big first out.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Next to hit, Mauricio Dubon. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So now the Astros designated hitter, Chas McCormick. This kid, a 21st round pick out of Millersville University in Pennsylvania. Just missed.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And he grounds one to the right side. Mateo tosses to first. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and here is Ramon Laureano.
Ramon Laureano.
We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. So they turn to their closer, Felix Bautista.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That's in there. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
One-run game, bottom nine. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Pena in the box now, takes strike one. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Center field, Mullins in pursuit. Makes the grab, 2 down.
right field, number 10, Sal Frelick.
Astros down to their last out. And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Just missed. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one in triple digits.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
The Astros down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
6-5 the final here today as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.